y'all gonna hear me eating?
Bro.
I apologize.
Almost fell. Alright, before we get started, let me go to Facebook, make sure that. Oh, you gonna have to. I'm gonna pull the chat up. So if anything, if you see something in the chat that's conversation worthy, let us know.
Yeah, they got me plugged in.
Who's calling my phone?
Okay. I gotta watch that later.
Oh, I was in weight cross.
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
We live
Yeah,
now.
let's go.
We live now. We live. Let me just pull up the chatting tab.
So I'll be able to share it on Facebook too.
Mm-hmm. You can share it on Facebook, and then I'm gonna do a. Before we get started, I'm gonna do a little YouTube, Instagram shit. Ooh. Demonetizations.
Man, I'm over here looking at the video, making sure my knees ain't ashy. I'm making sure. I was like, man, I can't be over here looking crazy.
Live on 2 places. I got a cup in my hand, so y'all know who's here today.
Ready.
I'm supposed to been dead. Is it Stacy? I shouldn't be singing that Drake song because I'm really anti-Drake. I think that's a problem though. Like I really shouldn't be anti-Drake, right?
You don't like Drake?
I should.
I do be meaning to ask you about it. Like, you been a little biased for real.
Come on, tell me about it.
Like, you just straight Kendrick, like, the whole way. Like, I ain't seen you say nothing about.
Hold that thought. Let me link this up. Let me link it up.
I was about to say, man, you don't say nothing positive about Drake.
Hold the thought. See this? That's what I'm telling you. Hold the thought.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Let me intro this thing. Let me do all that. I got you. Hey, if you don't know, now you know. Welcome to I'll Name This Stream Later episode 47. I just said it and forgot it. Excuse me. Y'all know I'm super ghetto. So y'all know I gotta get all my stuff together. Shout out to the queen behind the camera with a poke bowl. Today, this is a long-awaited
Yes, indeed.
long-awaited conversation, interview, whatever you want to call it. It's been brewing for a long time. This is the homie. Ironically enough, I met this man in college. The college that I don't claim, but he graduated from there. Let's start there. It is? How much? Turn the light down a little bit. But you know, he claimed it. Turn them both down a little bit, cause both of them they can hear both of us. That's good. I feel like come to the other knob. Shout out to my queen. I'm teaching her how to be an engineer. What kind of feedback? Microphone feedback. Hold up, guys. Put a pin in it. Come on, bro. Live.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1.
We straight. Yeah, that's
Testing 1 2 3.
It's probably peaking because of my voice. You know how I get loud.
You know it's dark.
Huh?
But you're not doing it anymore.
It was like buzzing. It was probably one of these cables. I heard it earlier, but we.
Sound like a little static was in or something. Probably might be a little cable or something.
So, what was I? Introductions. So the homie, he graduated. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, but it's all good. He's from Jonesville. Right?
Jonesville, yep.
Okay.
It's different from Union. Union and Jonesville, two different things. I make sure I gotta let that be known.
That's a conversation that we gonna have right after that Kendrick Drake conversation.
Two different things.
But yeah, I got the homie Carlos Smith in the building, Cross the
Yes,
Line
indeed.
podcast and all that. You know what I'm saying? Documentarian, author. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with it. It's an 864 thing in here today.
You know it.
How you feeling today? Everything?
Man, I'm good, man. I've been waiting. I was like, man, I don't know when you gonna hit me up about coming on your platform, man. But I'm glad you did, man. I was like, shoot.
You know what the problem is?
What's up?
I be having too much going on in my brain, so don't charge it to my
Man,
heart.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you, man.
But I be ripping and running, and especially playing this YouTube grind, cause we stopped doing like the traditional podcast stuff.
Okay.
Cause like the traditional audio podcast is cool, but it's a lot of money being put into something that we weren't seeing a return on.
All right.
Which is kind of why we even went the route of getting the studio the first when we did it.
Mhm.
When we got that studio the first time, and I say the first time because we're gonna double that back, especially knowing what we know now.
Yeah. You know, I was up there. I came up there a couple times. Yeah.
Right. So when we did that, that was sort of our idea to try to make it make sense.
Mhm.
But in learning that side of it and getting to it, Pete been preaching this for so long, and I gotta give her credit, but she always gonna look at me with side eye. So if you look at her, she's probably got a look on her face of like sheer death. But she been preaching YouTube, and I wasn't a visual podcast guy. I was an audio guy.
Right.
So I leaned into the audio, and then finally I buckled. We started the YouTube channel, and then here just recently, having like some of our videos start getting a lot of traction, I just completely said bump all that.
So y'all don't do audio at all? I do. I do both, man. I do both just because I know some people like audio when they just in the car riding or working out or something. So you can go that way, and then of course you still got the video too. But when I first started, man, I was just straight audio. Cause for one, I ain't even know how to edit. Nothing.
Same deal.
So
Same deal.
I just did straight audio. Like even with the audio only version, I ain't even know how to edit the audio until one of my jobs at the radio station, and that's what kind of like taught me how to do the behind the scenes work of like producing, like running an actual show, like a radio show and stuff like that. And then it taught me how to like edit the audio and stuff. So that's why I learned all that kind of stuff at. But man, when my first few episodes, only thing y'all did was like I might have recorded like a 15-20 minute show, and whatever I recorded, that's what went out. No edits, nothing, just straight raw. Pause. But that's how it was though. Whatever I recorded in, cause I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to like figure it all out. But yeah, that's how I started, man. But now I know how to do it. But I do audio version and video too.
See, we started all audio, and one thing about the queen, I gotta keep giving her the credit. She's persistent in whatever she says. And it's ironic now because YouTube is her thing. Like when we first got together, she was watching who was it? Queen and Clarence. I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of them like YouTube couple, the vlogging. So
Yeah.
he wanted to do the vlogging, and I wanted to be Joe Budden, Nori.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be that type of guy. But it wasn't until we bought a camera, because mind you, our first interface, she gave me the money. Like we was having a birthday party for her. She handed me the money. Like, hey, we going to get that hoe tomorrow.
It's dope.
Zuri in the stroller. Like we in Guitar Center in the stroller, and she like, which one you need? I'm like, Scarface, Focusrite 2 out 2, and it was like, let's go.
That's dope.
And I still, you know what I'm saying, we still got it, so yeah. But YouTube is her thing. Like she came up with the ideas, and even like down to like the vlog series, that's just her.
That's her.
Yeah, like she wants to do it, and I'm just the one pushing to be like, all right, I gotta put the camera out because I gotta record it.
Right.
Because if not, like we don't even take pictures. Like we that type of couple. We don't take pictures. Like she's really a social media ghost. I'm a fake ghost. Like I be posting.
Yeah, I don't even post like that, man. Like I should be, man. Only time I really post is like if I'm covering games or shooting an interview or something like just like the day-to-day stuff, which I need to be more active on it, man. Especially with everything that like I'm doing, and kind of like give people like a behind the scenes look at like my day-to-day, like the work that I put in. Cause I tell people all the time, and it's more than just for me. It's just more than just setting up a camera and having a conversation. Like I do a lot of work and research with just studying entrepreneurs and paying attention to athletes. So it's like a lot of work that go into it behind the scenes, and then the phone calls and emails I gotta send daily. Like it's a lot of work. So it's more than.
Tell me about that, cause that's the thing that I noticed about your actual platform. Like you be hard down. Like you give a voice to people that I didn't even like. I'd be like, where'd you find that person?
Yeah.
How do you do it? Give me the whole rundown.
Man, honestly, I started out locally. It was supposed to be a sports podcast with me, Steve. You know Steve Nash. That's my dog. That's my brother right there, man.
My God.
And Crystal. So we was gonna do a sports podcast together, but then after college, everybody started working full-time jobs and life happened. So I just started doing my own thing. And then I just went around locally. Like I literally would get in my car and drive to different businesses, tell them who I am, and ask them would they be interested. Not even asking them for money. I would ask them like, would you be interested in coming on, like, you know, sharing your story, like talking about how you built your business. And then if you're interested, we could talk about sports on the back end of the interview. But when I started interviewing these different entrepreneurs locally, once they started sharing their story of like how they started their business, I was like, man, this kind of cool to like hear people like start something from scratch or even have it passed down to them and just keep it in the family and just run it. So, man, it went from like sports to just talking about entrepreneurship, man. And then I just started going on different websites and just looking up different entrepreneurs and reaching out to them, sending them emails. And then sometimes, you know, like the beauty of social media, people do your work for you. So sometimes people will be on my timeline with just share different stories about different businesses. I'll go read the article. If it makes sense to have them on, I'll go find their social media, find an email, send them an email, say, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. Would you be interested in sharing your story? Sometimes you get a response, sometimes you don't. But you just got to keep on pushing. So that's how I started getting these interviews with these different entrepreneurs. And then as I kept on going, man, I just started getting more and more confidence and just started, because it was so crazy, man. I just thought so small in the beginning, just looking back on it, because I was so scared to like think outside the box. I was like, man, I guess after this interview, I'm going to just run out of people to talk to, because I was just so used to like doing interviews in the upstate. And then I would just see people like in different areas. I was like, man, this person ain't going to never want to talk to me. I'm all the way in South Carolina. But that's what I mean by I was just thinking so small. But then I was just like, you know what, man, let me take a chance. So then I just started reaching out to people in Charlotte, in Atlanta, in Miami, in Vegas, in New York, in California. And it just started growing. But I would just always do my research. I'm always reading articles on entrepreneurs and just studying them and just seeing how they built their business. And if it's something that I feel like it makes sense, then I reach out to them. But it just, you never know who's willing to take that time to sit down and have a conversation with you. But yeah, man, it's just like a lot of research and a lot of study, because I don't really watch a lot of TV shows or movies. Like, if you ask me like what's the best TV show to watch right now, I couldn't even tell you, because I'll be lost, because I don't really watch TV shows. Most of the time I'm watching interviews and studying entrepreneurs and stuff like that, because I don't really watch a lot of TV shows. Like the last TV show that I was really invested in probably was Power, but after that I don't really know. I ain't never seen Snowfall, Atlanta. I ain't never seen none of those.
What you mean you ain't never seen Snowfall?
I don't know. I just don't. I just haven't watched it. Like I'm so tuned in to like what I'm doing that I was like, man, it just ain't the time for me.
So this is like 24/7 work is what you saying. Like you always just focused on cross the line. Outside of like being a father,
outside of family and everything, pretty much, man. Like I don't know. It's just something to me. Just I don't know what happened. Well, one of the interviews that changed my life, I tell people about all the time, was in the very beginning. One of the first few interviews I had was with my guy Ben Hall, and
that's the Big Ben dessert guy.
Changed my life. He was
that.
that's the blueprint to everything you see right now. Like the studio,
my bad. I forgot to tell you we in the studio
yes,
right
sir.
now. You know what I'm saying? He got orange couches and shit in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
So he was the guy. I don't know, man. It's like, you know, people always ask you what you want to do when you grow up, but when I had a conversation with him, I guess maybe it was like the way he was just worded things. He was like, what do you want to become? Like, who do you want to be? Like, what's your goals? Because, you know, teachers always people ask you what you want to do when you grow up. And you just say something. But, man, when we sat down and had a conversation, it was just, man, it's just about dreaming big. And the name of that interview was called One Man, One Stove. And because at the time, he was one man. He was baking out of his house. He didn't even have a storefront at the time. I remember we sat down and did that interview in his living room. And man, just the way he just spoke about, you know, having faith and believing in yourself and going after your dreams. And one of the things I'll never forget he said is like, man, you can't be normal and great at the same time.
Woo!
So meaning,
I wish I had the soundboard right
you
now.
can't.
Make a shot.
Man, it was. So when he said that, man, I was like, it didn't register to me at the time, but when I go back and look at it now, it's like it's so true. Sometimes like it's nothing wrong with like, you know, having like working your 9 to 5 and taking care of your family and providing, but then it's like when you look at those great players or these entrepreneurs, it's like they make a lot of sacrifices. They put in hundreds and thousands of hours into their craft, and it's like you trying to find that balance, but it's not. You really can't. It's like you just hope that the people that you love understand what you're doing and finding their purpose. And that's what that interview was all about, man. And then it's crazy. Like I said, he didn't have a storefront at the time. He was baking everything out of his house and just stepping out on faith. He quit his job with $800 in his bank account and just went all in on baking cakes. And he said there was no more distractions, no more going out, no more drinking, no more, you know, having sex for like a year or 2 years. He just wanted to be obedient and focus on his goals. And you just look at the results that he got, man. So that interview was the thing that even to this day I still go back and listen to it and I still pick up gems from it. And but yeah, that's the guy that really changed my life, man. Just how he spoke to me in that interview and just listening to it, it's like the blueprint of everything because of the studio, the sports, everything that I've accomplished, man. I'll say I don't have a favorite interview because I appreciate everybody taking their time to have a conversation with me. But if I got to go back and point to an interview, that's the blueprint to everything I've accomplished. Yeah, man, that's how.
First time we got that deep on 13 Media House.
Yeah. One man, I tell anybody, to me, you might have other interviews that might have more views or clicks or whatever. You can throw out the Shannon Sharp, Cat Williams interview. I put that interview against anything, man, because it changed my mind and it just taught me to believe in myself and have faith. And if it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'm achieving what I am to the level that I am without that having that conversation.
How early was that into your journey in this space?
This was 2018, probably about, man, I probably was like 6-7 interviews in.
So when did you start actually doing this? Like how long? Because I know me and P been doing this since 2019, P? When we started? I know you had did it at least a year in before us.
Man, that's when I really like locked in on it. But so we had shot some stuff like 2014, 2015, like me, Steve, and Crystal was locking in doing some stuff back then, and then it wasn't nothing consistent. And then like when I really locked in on it was probably 2018. But at the time I ain't really know much about a podcast though. Like I was just doing something I enjoyed doing. Like I wanted to talk about sports, and
Wait, hold on.
I ain't really know.
Hold on. When did you actually figure out? Okay, because I know my moment when I figured out the podcast app. What's your moment when you found the podcast app? Like, tell me that, because I know mine.
The moment that I knew like an actual podcast,
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you, man, I don't know, man. It was just in the beginning, I was just kind of like naive. Like I was just looking at it like, man, this is something I love doing, like talking about sports, and then interviewing entrepreneurs. But I ain't really know like that podcast was gonna turn into this. So I was, like I said, I was just working. Like I wasn't paying attention to nothing else. I was just trying to find people to talk to.
Because you was working at ESPN, right?
I was at ESPN Upstate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what taught me. I was at ESPN Upstate in August of 2016, and then I stopped working there probably like February of 2017. But that's what taught me how to like edit and produce and stuff.
Yeah, I learned all my shit through music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew the music side. Like I had recorded songs and made mixtapes and stuff when I was in high school.
Right.
So I knew like these different programs, and I knew how to edit and arrange and do all that.
I ain't know how to do none of
But
that.
that's just from music. All I did was take the shit I learned in music and put it into this.
That's how I am. Yeah.
Because I mean, you asked me. Because I didn't think I wanted to interview people. I didn't think I wanted to like sit here and talk. But I knew having like I had a homie. Really, the reason that the podcast was named Ballhead Boys, because me and one of my ball homies, we was just having like great conversations. Like we sit on the phone for hours and talk music, talk rap, talk
Yeah.
a little bit of sports, because I know a little bit about sports. I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest sports guy. If it ain't the Panthers or Melo or
Hey, Panthers, you ain't got much to talk about with the Panthers. That's a short conversation right there. Man, you probably talk about maybe 5 minutes and that's it. Ain't much.
I got about a 20-minute spiel.
Ain't much. Ain't 20 minutes are good. Well, you know what? They starting to get better now. They starting to they starting to turn it around a little bit. I think they still got maybe a couple more years before they can do something, but
until David Tepper sells the Panthers, we won't prosper.
It's a money making machine, man.
Yeah, I know. I want him to get out of there. Get out. That's my problem. As a Panther fan, David Tepper gotta go.
I ain't against it. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but man, with the money he making off the Panthers, I don't see it.
I don't think in 20 years the Panthers will be in Charlotte.
In 20 years?
20 years the Panthers won't be in Charlotte.
It's gonna. I think they'll be there.
I'll see the Panthers move.
Nah, I think they'll be there.
He from St. Louis. What's St. Louis missing?
Even if they leave, they'll bring something back to Charlotte though. I think Charlotte is one of those areas, like a nice, one of the areas that's growing. I think they'll always have something there, professional wise. Yeah, they'll be all right.
The Hornets.
They ain't got much to celebrate either. They ain't got much to celebrate either.
So you only been. That's crazy. This whole time, like watching what you do, I was thinking this was. Cause what was your major in college?
Information management, and I had a minor in mass media. So my senior year, man, it's crazy. Like the whole time I was there, I really didn't know what I wanted to do at Upstate until my senior year.
Up there partying. God damn.
Cutting up, bad, man. We talk about it. Hey, man, I tell you.
Comes with it.
Listen, we talk about that all the time, man, boy. And we had cameras back then.
Oh nah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have none of this stuff. I definitely would have been canceled because it was bad. It was bad, man.
I can't say that I'd have been canceled.
I would have been
I
canceled.
definitely would have been like a don't try this at home type.
I would have been canceled.
It couldn't have been that bad.
I would have been canceled. Man, I would have been canceled.
All right, since we're here, all right? I'm gonna start. My drunkest night I ever had on campus. I was in Edge, and I ain't gonna say the homie name, but just know the homie is from Chester County. Let's start there. The homie, we in the spot. We in one of them Edge apartments. I don't know whose apartment it is. I don't know what we doing in there, but it's one of them. The homie see me drinking. I'm drinking Svedka. The homie pulls out a bottle of Quavo Gold and say, "Bro, let's go shot for shot." Drunk me is like, let's fucking go.
Oh.
One of the last things I remember that night as I was walking up Pine Gate Drive past the HEC. Not the HEC, the wellness center, like the health services.
Yeah.
I was walking past that. Long little homie Mark B, he pulled up in my car. I don't even know how this man got my key. He pulls up and was like, "Hey, Bo, let's go."
Dang. Man.
That was my drunkest night.
Man, mine was bad. It was, matter of fact, it was freshman year. This was the worst that I was ever drunk, man. It was freshman year. I ain't have a car at the time. I'll never forget. I ain't have a car at the time. Came home, and it was like one of the parties, like it was at the very beginning. You remember when Upscales was open in Duncan?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that big Winn-Dixie or whatever that store used to be.
That is the GOAT
Man,
club.
listen. So I went home, get a haircut, and I got my
Back to Jonesville.
came back. Yeah, came all the way back home. Got the Suburban so I could drive back up there. And I ain't eat nothing the whole day but like 3 chicken wings. I'll never forget. I ate like 3 chicken wings the whole day.
This story is bad.
Pull back up at school. Everybody down the hall, cause I stayed in the P house, Palmetto Hall.
Oh.
And came back up. Everybody down the hall just drinking, and they had a big bottle of Grey Goose, and then it was drinking Blue Top too.
Yes,
and,
sir. Come on, you don't know nothing.
Man, listen, you drinking that cheap stuff, man. So I took like 5 shots in 10 minutes, and I ain't really had nothing to drink. So then on the way there, we was drinking some more, and we drinking some Blue Top, just passing about back and forth. We go get in line, and like, man, come on, let's go take another shot. Go get back in the car, drink some more. By the time,
I want to know what party this is.
listen, I don't even know what part. I just know we was at Upscales, at Winn-Dixie, that old Winn-Dixie. After all that drinking, I paid $5 to get in the club, and the next thing I know, it was 4:00 the next day. That's all I remember. Boys said they found me in the bathroom just slumped. They thought somebody had jumped me. They done carried me out like I was on the cross and everything. That's all I remember.
Sir.
Man, when I tell you that was the worst. Like after that night, I didn't drink no more for probably like at least a good 2 months.
Yeah,
Cause I ain't like the way the smell alcohol. Even like when we go to the cafe, like they had like the little thing with the dispense the hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I couldn't even take that smell. I was like, I don't want no part of it, man. But that's the worst. The worst. I think it might be the worst I ever been drunk in life, man. Like it was that bad. But it was my fault though, because I only ate like 3 wings the whole day.
But
3
you
chicken
had
wings.
fun.
I don't even remember what happened.
Damn.
I don't remember nothing.
I've had a couple of them nights. A lot of them nights though was especially like we had a homie, and I don't know if this part of the debauchery had found your timeline, if you will. So I had a homie that worked at a strip club. He was a manager at a strip club, and he was taking the bottles from the club. What I think was happening, I'm gonna tell you what I think was happening, but I'm gonna also tell you what we was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking, I think what happened was he was taking the bottles from the club. i.e. Ciroc. Because at this time we was in college, Ciroc was like, you were the man if you walked up and went in.
Oh yeah. Oh, you
Ciroc
baller.
bottle.
Yeah, you a
Ciroc
baller.
bottle.
You a
Goddamn, everybody
baller.
looking like, who
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
He was taking the Ciroc bottles. Mind you, the peach Ciroc was our drink of choice. And you get the bottle and it wasn't sealed. That was red flag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. But we was taking that shit and mixing it with peach orchard punch, and especially let it be like a Sunday night and we trying to, have a little mini kickback type shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, go to Buddy, we get a little bottle for 25. 25
Yeah.
is 5 of us. 5 in on the bottle. Now we got a bottle, we get some peach orchard punch.
Yep.
Now we got a party. So we was getting them shits, but we was, man, oh my God. Ciroc and
Thought that was it right there.
shout outs to Upstate, because we was on bullshit back then.
Tripping. We almost went to jail freshman year too.
I believe it.
It was sophomore year. I'll never forget. It was me, my dog Rick. I had just met my homeboy Shakur. He had just introduced us to Javante, the Alpha. It was 2 other people in the car. We was like 5 deep. Back then, Rick had the Vic with the folds on it, and we was heading to Universal to go to a club, and he was the one that was drinking or whatever. And man, we was bared off, right there at Foot Workers, where you can bear off instead of going straight through that light. You bear off and kind of like you gotta like yield or whatever, like right there by Foot.
295.
Yeah.
Yeah, right by.
We so somehow he got pulled over, and they made him try to like walk in a straight line, and he failed it. I was like, oh shit. And but they was like, anybody in the car can if y'all can walk in a straight line, then you good. So Javante get out of the car. I don't even know if he remembered us. He get out the car and he walk in a straight line, and he's like, look.
Oh, I remember. You saying his whole name. I had to think about the name. Okay, I remember bro now.
He passed it. He was like, look, y'all take this car, y'all go straight back to school. He said, if I catch y'all out, I'm taking all y'all to jail. Man, we turned back around so fast and went back to the school. Man, we didn't even get to go in the party, man.
Damn.
I said we had some, man. We had some
close calls.
Man, that's just one of them. But yeah, it was, man, we had some times, though, man. I just thinking back on some of the stuff we was doing, man, like we really was like living without a care in the world, man. Like we were just out there just doing anything, man. And sometimes like you don't appreciate them times until they pass, and then you look back on, you like, man, what was we thinking, man? Like,
I'm scared for my son to go through them type of nights. Like I'm real live afraid of that, cause I know me, and I know like I'm damn near borderline crash out, cause I be like on real live reckless shit, but it's not good. But like you see that in your kids, you be like,
man,
I gotta watch your goofy ass. I damn near gotta go to college with you.
The only thing is, man, what I think about is like, man, our parents like used to warn us and give us, try to teach us, but it's like you hear them, but you not really like listen to them. It's almost like you really gotta go through it yourself to like really, no matter how much somebody tell you something, until you go through it yourself, then that's when you really kind of like see it like, dang, man, like my people was right, man, about all the stuff. But man, just going to college though, like that was an experience of itself, just being away from home, and you ain't got nobody to wake you up and make you go to class and tell you what to do, like everything on you to do all that.
That was my downfall.
It was crazy.
That was my downfall. Not having the structure.
Yeah, man. It's like, so much free time.
Later on, I was able to go to like I went to online school. Like I went to Full Sail and got an audio engineering degree.
Mm.
But it's like not having having the freedom and wake up and be like, yo, I'm not going to class. Or
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I can drop this class before it's with
withdrawal, with failure or something, like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't need that.
Cause I'm gonna hold on to that class till October until that last minute. While like, all right, I know I ain't gonna pass it.
Right.
Let me go ahead let me go ahead and drop them.
Yeah.
And the free time you got, man, it was days like I might be done at like 11 o'clock. Then I got the rest of the day. Then there's like class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or you might have a day where you ain't got class at all. Like Thursday, your last class at 2 o'clock, you finish at 2, and then you done for the whole weekend. It's so much
Or
free
you
time.
come to school and you get around the people that do shit like make mixed drinks at exam time.
See, I ain't do all that,
So
man.
you go to an exam off the smooth mixed drink because these niggas is free, but they're like, damn, you gotta go to your exam. Here, take this little bit. Go
Nah,
ahead.
that's one thing I ain't. You got me beat on that one. Nah, I ain't do that. But I had teachers.
Shout outs to them niggas. They know who they are. They had me on that bullshit.
I had teachers, man. I remember
niggas
one.
know.
I ain't gonna say the teacher name, but I remember she didn't show up for like. We had one class the whole month of November, and then she came back for exam time, and she was like, "Well, since we didn't really had class, y'all can have like an open book exam." And the crazy thing is, she still teach up there right now.
Shout outs to her.
She still teach up there right now.
Shout outs to her.
And we used to have these little pamphlets that we took our exams in, but she let us do the whole thing, man. Like open book exams. Like them exams in college was
Bullshit.
yeah, man.
College taught me that you have to read the textbook and you also have to go the extra mile and learn the textbook word for word. Cause I'm gonna tell you what another one of my detriments was, and I know this about myself because I'm 33 years old and I've learned exactly who I am, who I've been, where I'm trying to get to. In school, my nigga, in regular school, I didn't have to study.
Yeah, it was so easy.
I could sit in a class.
It was easy.
And I damn near could be like, let's say if I'm sitting there in class talking to a girl, talking to the homie, talking to whatever, all I gotta do is hear key points, and I'm able to plug it back in,
Mm-hmm.
so that it's like, oh, he knows what he's doing, right? Now sometimes you fuck up and you fail, but most of the time when you getting mostly A's, you good. College, that shit didn't work.
It's harder, man. It's
that
tough.
shit didn't work.
Like in high school, I think we was doing maybe like one or two chapters at a time. But like in college, it's like we took like,
You do a chapter a day.
yeah, man, it's so much stuff that you gotta cram in and just like learn. It was a lot. And then a lot of this stuff I don't even use to this day. It's just like a lot of stuff that is like. That's why I'm a little iffy on college. Just depending on what you're going for.
If my son not going to school as an athlete, ain't no need in going. To me, because, and this is probably some fucked up shit for me to say, but I've learned so many avenues that he can do without having to go get that dick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm all for getting my kids getting it further their education, but.
Right.
I don't know if I was co-sign them to get student loans because I know what it did for me.
Never.
And I'm just like, I don't know if it's worth going in that type of debt. Depending on what you're going for, like a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, something like that, yeah, you need to go further your education. But certain things,
really
man.
Gotta go be a doctor.
Yeah, you really gotta go.
Really got to go be a
Yeah,
lawyer.
don't just go just to be going and then you figure out, oh, I don't want to do this no more. Let me go figure something else out. Like, no, I need you to know, like, for sure, like, this is what I want to do. Well, my advice, what I think a lot of young people should do is, if you got an idea of, like, what you want to do, I was knowing what I know now, find somebody in that field and see if you can shadow them and kind of like be more hands-on with it and see if there's something you really like to do. Because you're going to always learn more being hands-on with something than just sitting in the classroom and a teacher talking to you. And then by the time after your 4 years, when you try to apply for a job, they're going to tell you, well, you don't have the experience. So if you can go into a field, like it's something you know that you want to do, find somebody in that field and go shadow them, you already got a leg up on somebody that's sitting in the classroom for 4 years trying to get to where you are. And then if you feel like that's something that you really want to do, then if you have to go to school and go learn that way, or you can go get a trade. But just knowing what I know now, I just felt like back then we were just supposed to go to college, like high school, college, and then you get a job and you stay at that job 30, 40 years, and then you just retire. That's what I thought life was. So I fell into that cycle. But then it was just like, man, graduating from college and then going to work, I was like, just working to pay bills. I was like, man, I don't think I want to live like this, just to work to pay bills. But if you,
I want to go do hood rat shit with my friends.
it's a lot, man. So I get what you're saying about, like not getting a full ride to college or something. Then you, that student loan part. I don't know if I'll sign off on my kids, getting those student loans. And
NIL deals, the whole.
Yeah, it's got to be something, man. Yeah,
I need to make
it's
sure
a lot.
Not only is he gonna get a free education, but he gonna get paid to go to school, because if this shit don't work out here, he got to have some money to go work for himself. Cause he real life will cut up on somebody who tell him what to do. That's his daddy fault. That's neither here nor there.
So you get it from you.
Yeah, that's directly for me. I got a problem with that. It's it is what it is. Let me ask you this though.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You said something interesting earlier, and I toyed with my wife about it all the time. Jonesville is in Union County. So
It's two different things though.
You got to break this down. You got to break this down. You got to make it make sense. Explain, because Boiling Springs is Spartanburg County. As much as they want it to be Boiling Springs, you still in the county. You still from Spartanburg, unless you from above Little Africa.
It's Dorman and Spartanburg. They two different things, right?
Spartanburg County.
But it's different though.
Roebuck is a part of this county. Woodruff is a part.
But
of
it's
this
different. Do you see the difference in the people that went to Dorman and the people that went to Spartanburg?
Hell nah.
You don't see the
why?
difference?
I'm gonna tell you why. It's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that, right? A lot of times what happens, especially, and I say this about Spartanburg, right? I might grow up down the street with this nigga. Let's say we both from the south side. Like where I'm from the south side. I'm from really the real south side of Spartanburg. I might grow up with the nigga. The nigga might get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He can't go to Spartanburg District 7 no more. He can't go to Spine High. He can't go to Crawford. He can't go to Mary H. Wright. He can't go to
It's
Pine
not
Street.
like that between Union and Jonesville.
I know.
Okay then, so don't.
I know
It's not
that.
like that. Okay then, it's not.
But
like
what
that.
I'm
It's
saying
different.
is that
It's
it's a
different.
real melting pot. And y'all all go to the same high school.
But it's
now.
not like
It's
that.
different though, man.
It's different.
I think you probably gotta really like be from there
Yeah.
to see
That's
it.
why I want to know.
But it's different, man.
Because it's funny to have you from Jonesville. Shout out to my nigga Ty Bird. My nigga Ty
He
Bird.
from Jonesville.
Really from
Yeah.
Jonesville.
He from Jonesville. That's my
He's
dog
a
right there.
real Jonesville
He from
nigga.
Jonesville. Yeah, man.
He from Jonesville, but he
Trail from
graduated the high.
Jonesville.
Trail from Jonesville?
Yeah.
This whole time I thought Trail was really from Union.
Trail
So
from
Trail and
Jonesville.
Jonesville now.
Yes. Trail and Bird, they both from Jonesville.
That makes sense. I forgot because them niggas realized.
Cause Trail ended up coming up there later on.
P. Is it ice in that cup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Trail came up there later on. Came to
He
Spartanburg
came
later
to
on.
Spartanburg around the same time
Bird
did,
about
right?
7th grade. Well, Bird was there 7th grade, then he went left on 8th grade. After his 8th grade year, that's when Bird came up there to Carver. But yep.
Oh, he was up there with me in 7th grade.
No, 7th grade, he was at the high school with us. Cause I remember I used to have class with him. 7th grade, Miss Waddell.
Bird was down there still? Because I'm going to tell you.
His 7th grade year, and then his 8th grade year is when he went to Carver. Ask him.
Let me tell you what's so funny about the world. The world is a small place, especially Spartanburg County, upstate shit, right? I knew Ty Bird in the 1st grade. Our moms worked together at Blockbuster. Did you know
Yeah,
that
she used to work at Blockbuster. Yep.
Did you know that Blockbuster was created in Spartanburg, South Carolina? Did you know that?
I ain't know that.
George Dean Johnson. You know George Dean Johnson, right?
Ain't that the name on the
Yes.
building out here? At the George, yeah.
The George.
Yeah.
That
George,
nigga, he created Blockbuster. He created American Credit Acceptance. which is why all their offices were here.
Okay.
So our moms work together. So I done known Birdman
You done known him
since
a
I
long
was
time?
a kid. Then when he show up here, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you doing up here? Nigga, you from down there?
You from
I was
Jonesville.
like, hey, that's how you wanted me to come to school up here.
Yeah.
You wanted me to graduate from the high. So I was like, all right, you got it.
Yep.
Okay,
Right
now break it down. How is it two different places?
it's just I don't know, man. I think it's just different, man.
I can say that I do see the difference though in like Boulder Springs niggas, Burns.
See, man, that's
I
what I'm
see it.
saying.
I see it.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't know, man. Like I feel like our people more
'Cause I
like,
graduated from the high. You can't never tell me I did anything District 6.
but y'all be stealing up there too.
Whoa, calm.
Yeah, I be stealing
What
up
you
there.
mean we
Man,
be
I never forget. I remember
What you mean?
so it was our junior year. I never forget. We had a scrimmage up there at y'all high school, at the old high school, and so we out there on the court. We out there on the court. This is our junior year at Union. We out there on the court. We come back. The boys checking their stuff. Gone. They done had, back then we had with the iPods and stuff like that. Boys done got their watch stole, chain.
Yes, sir.
Got their stuff stole. Say
Yes, sir.
y'all done came up in there and took some stuff. Stealing.
That's behind
Yeah, man.
But that's the thing though. You gotta also remember District 7, and this is like that for any inner city. District 7 is the inner city. That's north side, that's south side, that's west side, that's Park Hills, that's Highland. If it's a hood, you go to school in there. The only hood that ain't over there is like Linview Hills. We got Pineview Hills, we got all that shit. That shit right there. Cause like I tell people all the time, like I went to school and shit. I went to Pine Street, so I went to the white folks school.
Okay.
Then after Pine Street, my mom was like, "Yo, ass finna go to Carver." Like I got to Carver, culture shock. I'm used to white kids.
Not no more. Not over there.
I wasn't used to niggas running around banging their hood. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
You from
man.
Ohio? Oh my god. I mean, I quickly got adapted, so
Yeah.
But
Back to the Union Jonesville thing.
Come on.
To me personally, I just feel like our people like stick more together, and plus, like Union, it's small, but Jonesville we was super small. Everybody know everybody, but I just felt like we was like more like family. Like we just really like stuck together. Like I don't know, man. It was just like we just tight. Even to this day now, like of course you gonna have some people that fall out and stuff, but I just feel like it was
in Jonesville, right?
That's Jonesville. That's considered. And the other thing,
So Jonesville kind of big on the low.
nah.
To have, cause Kelton Wood is a neighborhood or something.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
I
Jonesville
know-
small. We got 3 lights. You got the light by the mini mart.
I know what
You
it
got
is.
by the high school, and then the one down there by Fast Fields. They didn't change the name of Fast Fields. Now it's 3 lights. 4 if you want to include the one that's down there by the Dollar General on the belt or whatever. If you want to include that light that's out there about on 176, but it's like 3 lights in our whole town, man. Super small.
What's funny is I had some homies that live down there in school, and to this day, I tell them all the time, y'all niggas from Jonesville, y'all niggas is not from the bird.
I'm from Jonesville. I love telling people I'm from Jonesville. Like no matter where I go, when I'm traveling across the country and people ask me where I'm from, and it's crazy, they'll be like, we can tell you ain't from here because you sound so country. And I'm like, yeah, man, I sound from Jonesville, South Carolina. They be like, where's that at? Now, this one, they tie Union in with it. I was like, well, I'm from Jonesville, but it's like right beside Union. And the first thing they say, they be like, is that what Susan Smith happened? And I was like, yeah.
Damn,
I was like, yeah.
crazy.
Yep, because that was like national news and stuff. So I don't even know if we was born. If we was born, we was like babies then when that happened though.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it was sometime in the night. I think it was
It
like
happened in 92, right?
What's 92? What's 1992?
I was born in March of '92, so I wouldn't even. That's what I said. I wasn't even aware of it.
When you was born, P?
92,
Wait, like what month?
January.
Yeah, I was born in March of '92.
I'm a 91 baby. I don't know nothing about this.
So I'm saying like we weren't even like aware of what was going on then.
Nah, I didn't.
But that's like when I mention stuff like that. Whenever I travel, they be like, "Oh, that's what Susan Smith happened."
Maybe it happened later.
I thought it happened later. Personally.
Maybe now I'm seeing 96 in my head. When I get these.
But we still wouldn't even knew like
I'm gonna look it up.
what was going on.
But you was old enough to see Michael Jordan last shot.
I wasn't aware of like the greatness that Michael Jordan had though.
Damn, you mean to tell me I'm the only nigga sitting here that got to see that and like understood that moment?
Man, we did not analyze the game
I
of
did.
basketball and realize
But I knew that
at
moment.
5, 6 years old that Michael
I'ma
Jordan
tell you
was
why.
this
I'ma
great.
tell you why.
No, man.
No, I'm telling you, this is real. Real shit.
So you knew he was the greatest basketball player ever at 6 years old.
What's my name?
Yeah.
I'm telling you something here.
Man.
My mama messed me up. She real life told me this story, and I it's fucked with me ever since I've been on it. She said I laid in the hospital for about a day or two with no name. Real talk. She said she was looking up at the screen. It's preseason now, cause October of '91. That's still preseason. Michael Jordan. She said she seen that nigga name. She was like, "Damn, I like that Jordan Taylor Glover." Oh shit, that's his name. But I say that to say I literally can tell you exactly like that moment of watching that last shot. We was in an apartment. Mom's had an apartment at the time. We was on the east side. We was in Camp Croft. We was down there in the woods. And I'll never forget. I seen the.
But you did not realize. What I'm saying is, you saw him make the shot, but you didn't realize how great he was. Like you didn't realize he was like the greatest basketball player ever at 7 years old. You did not know that. You knew he was 6 for 6.
The fashion.
You knew he had 5 MVPs. You knew all this at 7 years old. That's what I'm saying. Like we didn't know all this stuff.
See, but my thing is this. Like I tell anybody, I'm not the biggest sports nigga, right? I'm not super hard down sports. I got homies that's like super hard down sports. My nigga Guapo. Shout out to Guapo Images. RJ. That nigga is
shout
a
out RJ.
real sports nigga. Rento. A real sports nigga. It be culture shit that fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I seen Mike, not necessarily like knowing, but like seeing that Jumpman logo everywhere, I was like, damn, this the greatest nigga ever. Cause your logo is like so iconic.
Yeah, it is. It's iconic. But for me, like even when they talk about the GOAT conversation in basketball, it's hard for me to say Michael Jordan just because I didn't see him play. Like for me, when I go by my GOAT conversation, I go by the guys that I actually had the privilege of like watching and like appreciating them play. So
Who you saying?
I got Kobe. Kobe is the greatest basketball player that I ever seen play.
But he a Mike clone.
I didn't see Mike play though. I didn't really. That's why I'm saying it's hard for me to say. Just like Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell, I ain't see them play yet. They was great, but I didn't get that's what I'm saying. Magic Johnson, I didn't see we weren't born. Larry Bird, we were.
Had caught the thing by the time.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like that's why I go by guys that I actually sat down and watched and watched play. So that to me, I got Kobe as the greatest player in my opinion. Then you got LeBron.
Oh boy.
I got LeBron second.
Who third then?
To me, it's the tie between Steph and Tim Duncan. You can go either way with them two. You can go. I can make a case for Steph. I can make a case for Tim Duncan. But those are my 3, 4, and then 5.
No.
5 will probably.
I can take my shades off of this, Lowe's.
What?
You not sitting here telling me that you can put.
I'm talking about guys that I actually watch play.
But resumes. Mike resume gotta be the one.
Jordan is all time great. Like when people call him the GOAT, I can't argue that. I'm talking about guys that I actually watch play. I didn't see Jordan play.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
In that realm,
I'm talking about guys that I actually watch play.
If I had to pick my big 3 in that realm, it would be AI, Melo, and Shaq.
I don't see none of
big 3.
AI ain't better than Kobe.
AI to me, pound for pound, is better than Kobe.
I
He's
definitely
6 foot
disagree.
tall. AI is my height and is doing shit.
Melo
literally-
ain't better than Kobe.
AI changed the game of basketball. Like when we think about it, when we say Michael Jordan, right? When we talk about Michael Jordan definitely had he definitely was the button pusher. Like he's like him. But when you talk about changing the game of basketball and bringing it to the hood, bringing it to a place where everybody can be like, I like that dude. It's AI.
I'll give you this.
And Melo is the greatest one-on-one player of all time.
I give you this. I don't think none of those players better than Kobe. But I say this about Iverson. For me, I put Iverson on my NBA Mount Rushmore. When you talk about like the 4 faces of basketball, just because for me of what he represented is like, to me he brought hip hop culture to basketball. When you think about the tattoos, the cornrows, the headband, the baggy clothes, to me that's a huge. Even like when you think about it now, like when they go in and out of commercial breaks from basketball NBA games, what they always playing? Hip hop music. That's Iverson, man. Like they adopting our culture. So to me, that's why I put Iverson on my NBA. I don't even have Kobe. Kobe my all-time favorite player. I think he's the greatest player that I seen play basketball. But I don't even have him on my.
Then who's on the Mount Rushmore? If it ain't if Kobe's not,
I
feel like Kobe and AI are like together.
This is where when you talk about guys that help carry the NBA and carry that torch. Like when people say Michael Jordan the greatest player of all time, I don't argue with it. It's just for me, I ain't seen him play, but I'll put him on my Mount Rushmore. Just what he did on the court, how iconic his brand is, everything that he brought to basketball. Like you said, you can argue the greatest basketball player ever. I put Jordan up there. I put Jordan. I'll give it to Bill Russell just because he was one of the pioneers of basketball. I got LeBron, and then I got Iverson.
First active, Bron.
Yeah, I give it to Bron just because of he's an all-time great player, and everything that he's done off the court.
He the Jay-Z of basketball.
To me, he was the first guy that like was really about building a brand and player empowerment, and everything that he did off the court was as far as like social injustice. In this era that we in now, definitely got to put Bron up there, and Iverson. But the reason I didn't put Kobe on there is because, like you said, he's basically like a carbon copy of Jordan. So if he's a carbon copy of him, why not have the original guy up there? So I got Jordan.
Kobe and AI together, I think their era of basketball is so great.
I miss it, man.
They are the faces. Because I tell you now, ever since like Melo retired and Bron's getting to be up there, I don't want to watch these movies.
Man, I'll say this.
They want to put a fucking noose around Ja Morant and goddamn and Edwards next, and it's like, man, I don't want to see this.
I don't think they can be the face of the NBA. Well,
that's the problem. That's
well,
the face.
I think they doing it to themselves though, meaning Ja with the guns and stuff. You know the NBA ain't gonna promote that. They ain't gonna promote the violence. And then to me, Anthony Edwards. He's a great player, great talent. I ain't got nothing against him, but allegedly the stuff that he got going on off the court with his daughter, it's hard to put it's hard to have somebody like that the face of the league if that's the case with a child and you don't want nothing to do with your child. You know what I'm saying? Like the league ain't gonna want to promote nothing like that where like you got kids and you don't want to be involved with them. Like, come on, you know that's NBA. They ain't gonna promote nothing like that. So
that's the problem. They gotta promote it.
He a great player, man, but I don't see how allegedly if that's the case with that situation, I don't think he could. To me, I don't think he could be the face of the league off of that situation. Nothing against him personally because I don't know him, but I think he's a great player. But I don't think the league. I don't even think the league want that as the face with all that surrounding him. I don't even know who the face is. Like. I don't see I don't know, man.
They don't have a face because they don't have nobody that wants to step up and take that place. And
that's what's crazy.
I don't think Adam Silver has picked one yet because usually that comes in because the commissioners picked one. Like they talk about it all the time. They say Jordan was handpicked by David Stern.
Right.
David Stern knew. He was like, this motherfucker, he gonna be the one.
I felt like Anthony Edwards could be that guy though. Like I really felt like it when you see the acrobatics, his personality, the way he can hoop. I thought he could be.
He looked like Mike. That's his grandson.
I thought he could be the face of the league, man. But like I said, just the allegedly the stuff that's going on off the court, I don't think the league gonna want to promote that and stand behind somebody like that. It'll be a lot of backlash. Like on the court, no doubt he got the talent, but stuff like that, man, they don't. You know, the league always gonna try to protect their image.
So let me ask you this question, right? You feel like I'm biased for real?
Oh, talking about Kendrick and man, listen. It just I don't know. I ain't never seen you say nothing positive about Drake. Like the whole time, the stuff I seen was like, oh man, he killed Drake, this and that. I felt like it was a close battle. It was a good battle. I felt like it was close. Okay, and then when he dropped,
before we go down that rabbit hole, I do got only one gripe with you ever in life.
What's that?
You do a hip hop review every week and every year and you don't call me.
This the thing though. All right, so when I first started, it was Pete. I did it with Pete and Troop. So them two, they was the first two artists that I ever interviewed, right. And it was just an idea that I had at the time, and I just reached out to them. So they was the ones. They was like, all right, bet let's do it. And they just been rocking with me the whole time. So, cause if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't even do like music interviews. They was the ones who kind of like got me started on it.
Nah, I'm just pulling your leg. I just want.
Man.
I want to fuck with you on that. Let me say this though.
But you definitely biased though.
Okay. Pose the question. I want to pose this question. Is it bias when the proof is right there in your face?
What proof?
The proof of the mud hole stomping.
So you don't think Drake had no good records out of all that?
Nothing.
I felt like everything I thought the stuff he was doing was creative, man. Even if we don't even know if it's true or not, it was very entertaining.
Let's start from the top. If we go down the beef timeline, it's first person shooter. That's probably the best record in this entire beef from Drake. First person shooter. First person shooter has replay value. First person shooter is one that I actually can say that I enjoy.
I don't even feel like there was like a direct shot at him though.
It was, and I'm going to tell you why it was. We learned that was a direct shot because of... Oh, my bad. I tapped the mic. We learned that it was a direct shot because in Euphoria, Kendrick says... what did Kendrick say? What was the line? Shit. You sent your feature request, but you know that we got some shit to discuss.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
So that record coming out, video, single, the Spider-Man meme shit, all that shit, that is a direct shot, which is why you get Like That. Like That got so much fire in it because that nigga felt disrespected.
Be real, I ain't even know they was beefing. I ain't even know they had an issue. That's how I be out the loop with it. I ain't even know like they had a real issue.
You technically don't know until like, i.e., music nigga.
Yeah.
So my music media people, they always talk about the sub tweets, if you will, little shots here and there. It was this past year, as I'm just listening to old Kendrick records, that I realized King Kunta is a diss. King, when that nigga said I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves, like a lot of shit he was saying, like he was like, but a rapper with a ghostwriter, what the fuck happened? Oh no, I swore I wouldn't tell. Like when he did that, I was like,
So you knew.
you
See,
was
I
telling
ain't
me
know.
shit before Meek and Drake even went back and forth. Cause we didn't learn that Drake had a ghostwriter until what? Meek Mill said, "Hey, that nigga not right."
Yeah.
Shit, what?
But man, for me, I'd say this. This the weird part about the whole beef to me though is like, it's a couple things. So I feel like people feel like they had to choose a side. To me, I'm a fan of both. Now I ain't a diehard Kendrick fan. Don't get me wrong, but I listen to both of them. Now if I got a choice to listen to like who music I'm gonna listen to first, I'm gonna listen to Drake music first. To me, Kendrick a better rapper.
Then that's the side you pick.
You part of the problem then, because I don't feel like I didn't pick a side. I just feel like I like both of them. I'm gonna listen to both of their music. If you ask me who I think won, I'm gonna say Kendrick. But if I want to listen to something with more replay value for me, like if you just want something like a nice vibe to, I'm gonna go listen to Drake. To me, Kendrick is a better rapper, but it's like he almost like it's kind of colder. Like you really got to sit there and try to like break down like the stuff that he's saying.
Do you listen to Jay-Z?
I listen to Jay-Z.
And you'll sit down and you'll.
But I ain't a diehard Jay-Z fan either.
But you'll decode a rapper
Yeah.
like Jay-Z. Jay-Z gives you onions. You're not gonna get every gem every
Nah,
time.
you ain't gonna get everything.
Like you spoke about your interview just a minute ago. You spoke about an interview. You talk about how you go back to the interview, you'll still get new gems.
Yeah.
That's Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar has a Pulitzer Prize for an album.
Yep.
Like,
I don't know, man. I think if you ask most people, they'll be like, if they had, forget the skill set. If they had to listen to an artist, which one they just gonna listen to? I guarantee you, most people gonna say they gonna listen to Drake. Even if Kendrick the better rapper.
That's what the machine has given you. That's what the machine has given you as the quote unquote superior artist. But if we go, what's the boxing term? The tail of the tape. If we go by the tail of the tape, Kendrick's stats are even, if not better, than Drake's.
Man, I just think more people just gonna listen to Drake, man.
So, right, you say that I'm biased, right? And I tell everybody all the time, y'all lead with my bias. But I'm also not a person who's not going to, A, have the conversation with you, or be open to letting me be wrong. Now, I'm going to argue that point because what I like is I like to debate. I should have been a lawyer. I went to school originally to become a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
However, when it comes to the beef, right, you have a nigga who's a real live psycho, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick is a real psycho. So when Drake starts putting out his records, right, he does the push-ups record, which he leaks on Academics. It doesn't do well, so then he puts out the original, the full CDQ version, and it's still not shit. Think about it. When you heard that push-ups record, you was like, that ain't gonna go. That's not gonna beat what that man just did on that Future album. Metro Boomin.
It was just it was like the appetite. It was kind of like a little something to get everything going.
That nigga jumped on a Compton sample. Them niggas that made that original song, he's from like that sample is a Compton sample. So already it's calculated. Oh, these niggas from Compton, y'all done redid his song. Now I'm finna come in and I'm finna shoot at that nigga and that nigga. Cause the real beef was supposed to be a triple threat match.
When then Cole backed
Cole
out.
or Ho.
Cole backed out, man.
Cole off that.
I like Cole, man.
I don't fuck with.
I think Cole was just. He thought it was just for fun, like sparring. Like
no,
I don't think he knew they was like really had beef, like they had.
Cole knew.
But man,
there's no way.
I'm gonna still listen to Cole now. You still gonna listen to him?
I'm not listening to that nigga.
I'm gonna still listen to Cole, man.
I'm not listening to Cole or Drake. Them niggas get no burn in this whip.
Nah, I'm gonna listen to him, man.
My son can't even get in the car and be like, turn on that J. Cole or that Drake. Boy,
you picked your side and you stuck there. See me, like I said, I like music, So I'm gonna listen to both of them. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like you gotta pick like if you rock with Kendrick, you can't rock with Drake, or you rock with Drake, you can't rock with Kendrick. Nah, you can still like both of them at the end of the day.
Fuck them. That's me though.
Yeah,
that's me. But I say that because for the longest amount of time, Kendrick Lamar has technically been in third place, right? Drake has been 1, Cole's been 2. And what happens is, should I keep tapping the mic?
But I think if you when you talk to most people, like you say who the top 3 artists, they gonna say Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. Like they always gonna say those 3.
If you ever ask them to put them in order, what is it gonna be? 1, 2, 3. Kendrick gonna be in the bottom.
They probably gonna put Drake first, just because it's more popular. Then I can see them saying Kendrick. You could do Kendrick 2 and Cole 3, or Cole 2 and Kendrick 3. However, you know.
But you also gotta remember a lot of people forget, right? When you put these West Coast niggas in beefs, they get ugly. That's what they grow up in. They grow up in these fucking volatile environments where nigga they gotta fight for their lives. The game and Rick Ross are the only 2 niggas outside of Jadakiss that have real lives survived 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Right? Even Fat Joe kind of like took a downturn for a while.
Yeah. 50 just.
Right? But the game created a whole new saying and had a full group of people screaming, G you not.
Boy, Game be rapping, man. He be rapping.
He picked the wrong side, too. He's a whole ass nigga.
He be rapping,
That's
man.
That's fucked up. I ain't gonna say that.
I'm gonna tell you something else about the Kendrick and Drake beef thing, though. To me, the one thing I kind of, I don't want to say feel sorry for him, but I kind of like feel for him in a way is because for Drake, it's like, man, I done jumped on all these people features and I looked out for him, but then it was like, then all of a sudden when Kendrick stand up to Drake, that's when everybody else come jumping on and ganging up on Drake. But I'm like, dang, man, y'all been doing features with this man and all this stuff this whole time. But then behind the scenes, you really got issue with him.
The music industry is a myth.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like
we don't really fuck with that nigga. He's just the hottest nigga out, and we know he can make a bad.
That's what's corny, though, man. Like if you don't really rock with him, like why is you? Yeah, it's the game, but that's corny though, man.
The label paid for it. But see, my problem was, and this is why I didn't like.
That's why I felt for Drake. I was like, dang, man, like
what was that? Family Matters or whatever.
Yeah.
When he was like, oh my nigga YG, like you thought YG was gonna pick you over Mustard and Kendrick, boy. These niggas is from the same.
They're from the same town. Yeah, so.
What are you talking about?
I can see that, yeah.
Kendrick Lamar has one of the most pivotal verses on YG's first album.
But
remember this shit that I really be drunken, I really be drinking, I really be smoking. That is a real content statement.
Mm-hmm. I done bumped it now.
See, that's what I'm telling you. That yak can get you every time. The I Just Want a Party record. 2 other TDE artists. 2 other members of Black Hippie. You really thought that YG was gonna fuck with you over Kendrick Lamar, buddy?
Everybody ain't from the West Coast though. Everybody ain't in the industry.
West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I push the line with it. Put this nigga on what? We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody.
But what I'm saying, everybody in the industry is not from the West Coast. You have a lot of people just jumping on.
Joker here.
But still, to me, it's just so suppose you looking out for people, and then you thinking everything cool, and all of a sudden, one person shoot back at you, and then all of a sudden everybody say, yeah, man, bump Jordan, he ain't all this and that. You like, but dang, we was just kicking it, we was all cool, but you really had an issue with me the whole time. Like, I could see how that could, like, bother Drake. Like, dang, man, like, I really thought I was, like, helping, showing y'all love, doing features with y'all and this and that. But then when something like this pop off, then y'all just switch sides. Like, I could feel with Drake, it might be a little hurt by that, like, be disappointed.
I feel like this. Drake always knew who he was, and he always knew that he wasn't. In a lot of this, when I speak to it, I speak of the culture, right? He didn't grow up in hip hop. He didn't grow up immersed in what hip hop
They knew
is.
all this stuff, but you still doing records with this
He the
man.
biggest nigga in the world. We gotta do it.
So
We
that,
gonna
that
make
you
a-
ain't
we
got
gonna make
to.
a few M's. If the label say you gotta do it, then they gotta do it. I tell you like this, right? Drake was just on Aiden Ross's stream, right? And he says, "Yeah, I'm working on a new album. It's all slaps." Nigga, you just dropped the album last month. Why you keep doing music?
Ain't no-
His whole angle in the beef was, oh, you signed the top, you gotta give top 50%, you gotta give top 50 points. Woo, 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 woo. You can't go sit down. Just before you went on tour with J. Cole, you was talking about, I gotta sit down for about 6 months to a year. I'm having stomach problems. 2 months later, you back on the road. You are
Calculus
signed
calculated.
to the most 360 deal there is. Yeah, you might be up $1 billion. You might have the money.
Yeah, you got.
But
you got-
you cannot sit down. You can't take 5 years off in between your albums. You can't go sign yourself to your own company and move like an independent through a major label. You can't do that. Who can do that? Kendrick Lamar. Who can do that? J. Cole.
Yeah.
Who? Those are the only 2 other rappers that can do it. Wale, Big Sean.
Drake got the bread though, man. I think he can stop making music. He gonna be all right.
Drake can't stop making music. Lucian Grange got him in Lucian Grange got that nigga in a 1080.
He ain't hurting.
He's not hurting, but he can't go home and enjoy the money.
He ain't hurting at all, man.
He's not.
I don't know. I don't know the situation with the contract and everything. I know Drake ain't hurting though.
I'm telling you, these are real life inferences. Like the way nigga watch, the way I sit and watch the playing field and watch like music business and shit like that. Because you know, being that I've done management, like I done put out an album, like just watching the business, I know that nigga is in the worst contract possible.
See, I don't know all this stuff. I just listen to the music, and I think both of them make great music. That's all I know.
Kendrick made better music though.
And that's your opinion, man. I think Kendrick make great music now. I think he a better rapper. But like I said, if I got to ride somewhere and you just need an artist to like listen to, then GNX was hard.
That's what I'm saying.
It was in my top 5 albums of last year. GNX was hard.
The best album you heard last year. What was better? What was the better rap album?
I think I had 21 as my best album last year.
Ain't no way you did that one.
Yeah, I had 21 as my best album. I like Glow album too. I had Kendrick. I had Cole on there too.
What Cole album? Mike
The
Delete?
project.
Mike Delete
Yeah, I
album?
like that project.
No.
Even without him getting rid of the Kendrick project.
Without the diss, that shit didn't
Nah,
get
I like-
burn.
Nah, I like Cole. And then what was my 5th album? Yeah, I think it was it might have been Future. Either the Future or Gunna was
Which one?
the first one. We Don't Trust You. Not We Still Don't Trust You. It's like We Don't Trust You.
We Still Don't Trust You is a better album than We Don't Trust You, but I respect the opinion.
I think it was that. I think I had that over Gunna.
Because Future in the R&B bag is way better than him on the trap bag. Let's start there.
Future dope though, man.
Future is really the dark horse of the big 3. And
I can see that.
And they say this Thug album coming out in May, like y'all really gonna have to get y'all shit together in hip hop.
We'll see. It's gonna be interesting to see how Thug come out, man. Cause of everything that he got going on, man. It's like you don't want to do too much. I don't know, cause I don't want him to incriminate himself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm worried about.
He ain't gonna incriminate himself. He's too creative for that.
Yeah, but you know, man, they gonna nitpick and they gonna try to look for any little thing just to. They gonna
That's why the
nitpick.
name of the album is Ooh Scooty. We don't even know what that means.
That's what I'm saying. Even something like that, they might try to flip that and say, "Oh, it's slang for a street term." That's any little thing. That's why I'm like, man, Thug, just play it cool, man. Cause you just saw a couple weeks ago where he said something about Scooter. Then his autopsy came back. He didn't die from a broke leg or something, and they was trying to say that he need to be locked up because he was inciting retaliation or violence. Something, even though he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, he still got to be careful, man.
That's just funny, evil ass though. Like,
That's
that ain't. What's that lady name? Judge Whitaker is not gonna lock him up for no reason.
yeah, man. That's what. But I'm saying he just got to be careful, man, because he walking on thin ice already. Like, man, I don't know.
Hey, that judge is white as hell. He's fine.
Man.
He's fine.
Somebody-
He's fine.
And one little false move though, and you getting locked up for what, 15, 20 years?
He had him to spend out about a 20 ball.
See, that's what. Man,
it
I don't
would
know.
end up being about 12.
That's still a long time. I don't care how you.
If he do 2 years, he get the 2 years. Good behavior. They're supposed to revisit his probation term.
Man.
He gotta be good for the first 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. He just gotta chill. That's what I'm like.
He already had 6 months, ain't it? October to April. That's 6 months.
I don't want no problem with them people.
I'm telling
I ain't saying nothing. Like, y'all might. I'ma just, man, change your genre to gospel or country music or something, man. Don't don't even mess with them people, man. Like,
he did a country album already, and he already has
put out another one.
So
Pop, anything, man. Hey, I don't want no problem.
I'm telling you.
It ain't even worth it. You got freedom right now, but you gonna risk it to rap about something and then potentially get.
See, the problem is people don't give him the credit for being the creative genius that he is. The name of the album started exactly where I needed to be. I can't even pronounce that name. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Scooty. I don't know that I'm saying it right. Matter of fact, shout outs to the homie, shout outs to Rito, shout outs to Nico. We had this conversation before we knew the date of this album, whatever. He's gonna have to give us a paper trail. This album is gonna be completely
Like a redemption type.
Yeah, it's gonna be a paper trail. But he's so creative that it's gonna be quote unquote paper trail, but it's gonna be Young Thug as well. Somebody gonna die.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Somebody is
All right.
going to. Hey, but
Don't
that's
do it.
what we know. But that's hip hop.
Forget what y'all know. This my freedom. I ain't playing with that. No, man. I don't think he need to touch that at all.
Smart the DA that tried to hold me down for all this time and got all this extra shit going on. Watch me.
All right. So you want to play with fire. You want him to risk it.
But that's the thing though. He's so creative that even if we interpret it that way, he gonna be able to flip it so well. It's gonna be like he can't do it.
But I get what you saying. Well, what I'm saying is, when you already see how these people just trying to lock you up for anything, like the smallest thing, they want him to go back.
He not even in Atlanta though.
Truly humble under God.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He not even in Atlanta. So even if it's a situation like, oh, he tapped into such and such, he be like, baby, I'm sitting there.
But he can't rap about.
Lakers game courtside with Mariah the Scientist.
But he can't rap about. He don't need to rap about violence or none of that
He
stuff.
can't rap about it.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
it's going to be that. It's going to be a Young Thug album in such a creative manner that there's nothing that they can you can't even prove it.
All right. If he do the way you say,
I'm telling you, the nigga too good.
I'm telling you, truly humble under God. Don't
He
forget
is
that's
too
what,
good.
Don't forget that his lawyer said in front of that judge when they said define thug. Truly humble under God. With a straight face. That's what
Still
his
on
lawyer.
it. Shout out to Brian Steele. That's my man. WWBD. What would Brian
Yeah.
do?
I don't know. I just hope it's gonna be interesting to see how it sound, man. I'm gonna listen to it, but I
I'm
just
gonna be the biggest
don't want
opponent for it.
I just don't want him to incriminate himself and get locked up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We not,
That's all I'm saying.
I think that's the problem. Like everybody's so worried about how he's gonna do it. Just let him be the creative being that he is.
Right.
He wore a whole fucking That nigga wore the dress and the Uggs in Maze. I went to the club that night.
See, I ain't go that night.
He was in the club with the same dress and the Uggs on. Inside a Maze. Come on, bro.
I like Thug though. I think he dope.
He top 5 Atlanta rappers all the time.
All time?
All time top 5.
Man, come on, stop that.
Pick 5 more rappers better than Thug. Cause we here. Pick 5.
You talking about like Outkast?
Outkast is a group. So you gotta break that down.
Both
So
of them better rappers.
Andre 3000 don't have a solo album.
But I'm saying he a better rapper. You said better rapper.
He don't have a solo album. Solo hip hop album. So Andre
I can't
3000
put the
out
top
the
5.
run. Big Boy don't have an album better than nothing Young Thug made solo.
He's a better rapper. Killer Mike definitely a better rapper.
Killer Mike is a better technical rapper, but as far as influence, as far as being the face of Atlanta, Killer Mike has never been that.
But he a better rapper though.
That's all he got.
His album Michael is better than Michael. Michael probably Michael is
better than Barter 6.
Yeah, it is. Oh
You
yeah.
can't
Oh
say
yeah, it
it's
is.
better than,
I say Michael is probably the
Slime Season 2. Like you gotta.
Nah,
really
Michael is great.
Michael is
It's
a great.
great.
Album. Michael can be put up as far as top 5 Atlanta albums, but when we're talking about a full body of work as a rapper, Thug, Future, Gucci. That's probably your top.
Jeezy,
all the time.
T.I.
Jeezy don't want no smoke.
Man,
with
stop
none
it,
of them
man.
niggas.
Man, you need to quit now. Now you
Jeezy
being
don't
ridiculous.
even have a better mixtape run than Future.
Man,
Because
you
he
need, I
can't
don't
go to
know,
war
man.
with he can't go to war with
Trapper
Future.
Die, man. Trapper Die is
That's one
it.
tape. That's one tape. Carlos.
Trapper Die hard, man. Jeezy had a bunch of hard mixtapes now.
Carlos, he don't have the fucking body of work of a Gucci man.
Who?
Jeezy.
Gucci put out more projects, but
Gucci got more class.
Jeezy quality is. Gucci ain't got nothing better than TM 101.
You probably only got three good tapes
Who?
from Jeezy that you could put up against Gucci tapes. Gucci man.
Trapper Die better than all of them.
No, it's not. better
Man,
than
you need to
Michael
stop it,
Walls.
man. Come on,
I'm
man.
telling you that.
You need to stop, man. Trapper Die was like a whole movement.
Trapper Die.
Trapper Die was a movement.
Trapper Die the same. But that nigga Gucci man. Jeezy don't have a song bigger than First Day Out.
Jeezy got a lot of big records, man.
He don't have one bigger than First Day Out. I'm starting off my day with a blunt of perk. You done been standing up in the club.
I'm taking Jeezy over
this
Gucci
song
any day.
You can't.
I'm taking Jeezy over Gucci any day.
How? Come on.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you
Come on.
Jeezy, T.I.
Who? Cause it ain't.
Cause I'm talking about going back to what you were saying about Thug, Jeezy, T.I.
Who else?
Gucci. I'd say Gucci. Future. Future a bigger artist, a better artist than
Future
Thug.
better artist than who?
Thug. Yeah, Future got it. Future that dude, and he's still on a hell of a run, man.
It's tough.
Future on a hell of a run.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you why I say it's Gucci, Future, Thug. Cause Future is essentially Thug's daddy,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I give you that. Future is essentially Young Thug daddy, but Future is not able to do some of the shit that Young Thug can do. Future don't have a country album. Young Thug got a country album.
Yeah, I can see Future doing that.
Young Thug got pop hits that he's done performed on the Grammys with. Because you gotta remember, before that nigga Thug went to prison, before he went into Fulton County, he was on the Grammy stage with Camila Cabello. Pop shit.
Thug different, man. he a unique artist. But to say top 5 all time, man, that's
Yeah, he top 5.
that's a stretch,
He
man.
top 5. Cause I'm gonna give you my real life top 5 Atlanta artists, and this is the realest shit that I can tell you.
Even Luda, like Luda back in the day was, man. Come on now.
Luda
had a hell of a run.
Luda had a 5-year window.
He had a hell of a run,
He had a 5-year window.
and he was rapping though. Like Luda
He
was
had a
rapping.
But that's all he had is raps. Luda don't have no influence.
Luda was
can't
hard.
Luda can't say that he brought forth a new
Thug different.
regime.
Thug different,
Thug
man.
real life said, you know what? All these niggas that fuck with me, watch this. Come on. Key.
And I don't want to make it sound like I don't think Thug is dope.
Lil Duke.
He dope now. Like Thug hard. Don't get me wrong, but just saying top 5, that's hard, man.
Top 5 Atlanta artists all time. Gucci Mane at 1. Future at 2. Thug at 3. Schoolie at 4. And that 5th spot tough. That 5th spot so tough, I don't know where to go with it.
You probably put 2 Chainz there too.
Low key,
Hey, 2 Chainz.
I might.
2 Chainz hard now.
I might put Chainz in there because I feel like Chainz is like the greatest hybrid trap lyrical.
But you only had T.I. in there.
Cause Tip.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's ridiculous.
This is the realest shit I can tell you. Tip and Jeezy aren't the biggest trap artists. They're understudies to Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane has outshined them 9 times. Every time Gucci Mane.
But not to have neither one of them top 5. That's ridiculous.
I don't. But that's the thing. I got Gucci Mane, so I have the nigga that really made trap a lifestyle. I have the nigga.
I don't know about that one.
Nigga right here that Gucci Mane has put on. Gucci Mane put on Scooter. He put on Bankroll Fresh. He put on Juice Man. He put on Waka Flocka. He put on the Migos. He put on Thug.
Oh, he got an eye for talent. He discovered Migos.
Gucci Man is so good that why the fuck am I even thinking about Tip and Jeezy? Tip and Jeezy is cool, but nigga, Gucci Man is the real boogeyman.
Jeezy had one of the biggest movements in hip hop. Like you remember, I remember this one.
That's one album. Think about it, that's one album.
Oh, he got a bunch. Jeezy got a cap.
The
Recession was hard. The Recession is a classic.
That's only Trapper That One.
You don't think The Recession a classic?
No.
The Recession is a classic.
No.
You tripping now.
His best
you
album,
you don't like Jeezy then.
I do like Jeezy. But
you don't like Jeezy.
His best album was created off of a mixtape.
Man, if you don't think The Recession is crazy.
It's not better than Gucci Man. Gucci Man got better mixtapes than that album.
Man, come on, man. You gotta quit now. I think you gotta talk to your listeners, man. Cause
I wish I could see the check, cause they probably killing me right now. But
Jeezy,
the Recession, this is really me.
For a moment, I was like, man, The Recession might be better than 1-on-1, but I can't go that far.
Never.
But The Recession is a classic.
1-on-1 because you like Trapper Down a mixtape. Most of those songs
man,
from 1-on-1. Most of those songs from 1-on-1 is from what? The mixtape, right? Standing Ovation, Trapper Die. All of those songs are from
Trapper
the
Die was hard. Jeezy movement. You remember back then? It was like you wore the Snowman T-shirt to school. Either you going to the office, you gonna change, or you getting sent home.
No,
like,
I understand.
Like that whole movement.
I respect the movement, but what I'm saying is that's only one album. Man, that shit
Jeezy
didn't last past Can't Ban the Snowman.
Oh yeah, cause they was shutting that down though. That was just culturally like.
But that's what I'm saying. After Can't Ban the Snowman, he had some hits, cool, but he's still not better than Gucci. You wanted.
I disagree with that.
The whole beef between Gucci and Jeezy was over what? So Icy.
You felt like
song is that?
You felt like he won that versus then Gucci.
For shit show.
I disagree with that.
1,000%.
I definitely disagree.
Yeah. Cause nigga go dig your partner up. Yeah. I'm living like that.
That was crazy.
Go dig your partner up. You tried to kill me, boy. Go dig that bitch ass nigga up. Yeah, fuck nigga.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm living like that. I love that. Oh my God, that spoke to my heart because I remember stay strapped. I remember being in the house like, damn, how the fuck Gucci Man gonna like come back from this? And all of a sudden, what you hear the truth.
It was hard.
That nigga
it was hard.
Gucci looked at that nigga at the verses in Magic City, and if you done been inside Magic City, you know exactly where they was at. That nigga looked at him and said, "Nigga, go dig your partner up. Nigga, fuck you."
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. At that moment,
that spoke to my heart.
When he did that, I ain't gonna lie. I was a little nervous because I was like, man, I don't know where this thing about to go.
No, let's go there.
I ain't know where it was going.
Cause nigga, I don't fuck with you, but go dig your partner.
But they cool now though.
No, nigga, you tried to kill me. Fuck you.
I get that, but they cool though. Like I'm assuming they cool.
They only cool.
I think they had did some shows.
They just go get some.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it. But nigga, go dig your partner up.
But I'm still gonna take Jeezy over Gucci though.
You can't take Jeezy over.
And Gucci hard now. Don't get me wrong.
Gucci create.
He that dude,
Gucci
man.
created the trap mixtape wave. That genre of trap music would not.
I think that's interesting. I think if you ask them, I don't know who they would necessarily say invented trap though.
Coined the term. Jeezy came in and pushed it up a little bit, but
I think
of trap,
Jeezy took it to another level.
The true definition of trap is Gucci. When you look trap up in the dictionary, that ice cream cone on the side of that nigga head is right there.
Yeah, he different, man. Good. They all dope, but to me, I'm Jeezy, man.
All I'm saying is this.
But to say the recession not a classic, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna say it's not a classic, but I'm telling you.
And the timing that he dropped it, like we really was in a recession and everything going on, and he was talking that talk.
That's Def Jam's marketing.
Nah, he was talking that talk on that.
That's having Jay-Z in your ear. Man. That's all that was.
I think that's Jeezy's second best album.
Gucci Man, the Writing on the Wall mixtape is a better body of work than the Recession. Yes.
I disagree with that.
Wasted, Gucci Montana, 1017 Brick Squad. Was that Candy Lady? That's First Day Out. Like name a Jeezy or a Tip song.
It was hard.
Name a Jeezy or a Tip song.
And commercially, they was just. I think plus commercially was they was bigger records.
Who? Commercially, yes, but name a song in the black culture bigger than First Day Out. First Day Out is so big that niggas have.
Put On was hard.
It's not better than First Day
Out.
Out.
Put On was hard now. Come on, man. Put On was hard.
P.
Candy Lady hard now. Put On was hard though.
First Day Out or Put On. Come on.
Put On was hard though.
Okay, just read the chat. Somebody in the chat gonna
tell
me.
Put On was hard.
Somebody in the chat gonna tell
Put On hard.
First Day Out is not a better record than that. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
You said First Day Out better than I thought you said about Candy Lady.
Better than Put On.
Put On. I'm gonna go with Put On, man.
You can't.
Put On hard. Put On was hard, dog.
I'm starting off my day with a blunt of perk.
I do think First Day Out.
No First Day Out hard.
Just a cup of syrup.
The song hard.
In a Silver Sport.
It's better.
You already know it's time to go to work. I'm back off in the kitchen working with a chicken. You get 63 grams for like $12.50. 50 pounds of perk, 50 pounds of minch. I don't even hear the song. I'm spinning it to you. Verbatim.
It's a classic, man.
It's probably the greatest song to ever come out of Atlanta.
It's up there for sure.
Cause he's taking you on a journey, like taking you on that ride.
That's what I'm saying. When we talk about the real base of hip hop, right? When you talk about the real elements of hip hop was made in the street. That's why I always say like, but that's another reason, and it's probably another way to stretch this conversation a little further. When we speak about Lil Wayne's greatness, what do we always run back to? The Drought 3, Squad Up, Louisiana,
Dedication.
It's always the mixtapes. the albums get put to the fucking to the
Wayne had
side.
some classics too.
Wayne's best albums are Carter 1, Carter 2. After that, because
Carter 2 is my favorite one.
Because Carter 3 is like...
I think that's the one that pushed him over hit the top. Carter 3 pushed him over the top,
right.
but
Carter 3 is
Carter 2
success.
to me was the best one.
Me personally, I like Carter 1, but when we speak about Lil Wayne's greatness, it is the mixtape run. So when we speak about a nigga like Gucci Mane, his mixtape run can rival a Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he got some mixtapes now.
That's all I'm saying to you.
But don't act like Jeezy ain't had no
Jeezy
the mixtapes, dog. You just don't like Jeezy, man.
Jeezy ain't shit,
Man,
somebody gonna be mad in the comments, but Jeezy ain't shit.
he'll be here tomorrow too.
Yeah, I know. Fuck him.
You ain't going?
Hell no. I should though. I should go.
Jeezy hard, man.
Not saying I'm fucking like that, but I mean I should go in there because I want to experience the Jesus concert. It's been a while. I've seen Rick Ross. I've seen a few other people.
Man,
like, yeah,
we went 2011. It was a club opening in Greenville called Red Planet at the time, and Jeezy had. And he had just dropped
P, come take over for me. I got P.
What's
crazy,
the mixtape? The Real is Back. The Real is Back. He had just dropped that mixtape. Yep.
Yeah.
He had just dropped that, and then so we went to Red Planet, and we had went to Red Planet to see Jeezy that night, and it was packed. Yeah, that's the only time I seen Jeezy live in person.
I've seen a few of them. Man. I don't think I seen Rick Ross one night, but I ain't seen Jeezy.
I ain't seen Ross. I ain't seen Ross live, but I seen Jeezy. I seen who else I seen? But yeah, Jeezy my guy though, man. I rock with Jeezy hard.
I ain't mad at that.
I remember when we saw some years ago that car show at the fairground when Gotti came out there. I remember seeing Gotti out there.
We started on your Gotti.
I rock with Gotti too.
I ain't mad at Gotti. Gotti an interesting character. Gotti's story is not something that I speak about on camera. It's a lot of shit.
And he behind the scenes he putting a lot of artists on, man. He might have the hottest label right now.
He do.
When you think about the artists he got, and Glow like the face of CMG right now.
She's the face of female hip hop right now.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, man. Hey, tell them where they can find you and all that good shit.
Follow me on Instagram, CarlosSmith92, Cross the Line Podcast. You can also find me on Facebook at Carlos Smith. But yeah, you can check out all the content. My website, carlosksmith.com. So you'll see interviews with entrepreneurs, interviews with athletes. We got a lot of stuff on there, man. But it's definitely a lot more work to do too. So, but yeah, that's how you can find me. And I appreciate everybody's support. Oh, and the book is on there as well. F School, Life is Your Best Teacher. Definitely want to check that out. It's a game changer, man. It's like I said, it's a lot of stuff that I talk about as far as like fatherhood, my experiences at Upstate.
Yeah.
Just, opportunities I got into in the media space, just networking. So it's a lot of gems in there that you can check out in the book. It's when you read it, you'll understand. I'm not saying not to go to school. It's a great thing to get your education, but it's understanding what you're going for and finding your purpose and believing in yourself. But it's all in the book, so definitely want to read it. It's a top 5 book in my opinion. Not just because I wrote it, but because I wrote it.
Book.
Yeah.
And just like that, P screaming.
We gone.
Splash in my face. That was dope.
Oh yeah. You want to do one more? Oh yeah.
It's all.
Whoops. Um.
Hey, you seen what they was talking about doing something like a class reunion thing next month?
I ain't seen nothing about it.
Yeah, they Calvin Smith said something about he got what's it called, SIP down in Union for like I think like May 17th or something like that. Talking about doing like a reunion or something.
Okay.
Like a pre-class reunion or something. It's in that that group chat on Facebook.
Man, after that last fucking.
Everybody they be bullshit, man. Like
I gave up on it. Like I gave up on all of it. Like niggas tried and that shit just did not.
my thing is, you already know everybody ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna be able to find a date that everybody gonna be able to make it.
Honestly, when we was first planning it, the whole thing, it wasn't even a date, to be real. What it was is we had allocated duties, and it wasn't going fast enough for like the class. Like you got people who you telling like, hey, we working on it. Motherfuckers is making side statuses about their reunion. They sending you like wild ass. People was sending me crazy ass inboxes about a class reunion that we already said, y'all, we trying to get it together. Like just be patient. It had got to the point for me. I was like,
Boy, that's the first time I did that.